What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to go through the first 8 tests of 24 for the beginner's license. Now, the first test is a test of acceleration. In the interest of time, I don't mess with the options, and I just use whatever they set me at, unless I find a hindrance. So you'll see that I'm using traction control, and even an automatic transmission, which I'll be honest, I thought I was using a manual the entire time until I got to about license test 5. So if you'd like to complete these tests without traction control or using the manual transmission, you'll have to perfect feathering the throttle and the shift points. So without further ado, let's get into the first license test. And this one is nothing more than simply mashing the gas and go for it. You'll notice I don't even care for the launch and that I redline the heck out of this baby. And that's it. Now the next test requires a little bit more skill, and that's navigating around 2 walls. So for this one, you want to be very slight on your inputs and navigate those walls, staying as close as possible to them. Now, test number 3 is a little more difficult in that there are 4 walls spaced closer together, creating a slalom. For this one, you'll want to backside each water barrel with the same concepts of very limited input and staying as close as possible to the inside of each wall. The next test is for braking, and for this one you'll want to pick a point of reference to use as a brake marker, and for me that was the orange cones as soon as they left my screen while using the bumper cam. The next test is similar to the last, except you're going to brake when the blue cones exit the screen this time. Like the previous 2 tests, this is another braking test. And for this one, you'll want to use the white cones as your braking marker. To switch things up, now you're in a Bugatti. And like the previous, we're going to use the gold cones this time as a brake marker, which are conveniently set between the 50 and 100 meter mark. And finally, the last test of 8 is a simple right-hand turn in the Mazda Miata. You can complete this one being full throttle, however it's very important to focus on the driving line and that you want to stay out wide get deep into apex, and track out wide. For this one, I left the traction control off, but it can be done with the traction control on. And that's it for the first 8 beginner's license tests. I will be making a series of videos for each of the different license tests. If you like what you saw here today, please give a like and subscribe. If you have any input or feedback that might help other people, please leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching.